Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Jesus went down to Capernaum, a town of Galilee. He taught them on the Sabbath, and they were astonished at his teaching because he spoke with authority. In the synagogue there was a man with a spirit of an unclean demon, and he cried out in a loud voice, "What have you to do with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God." Jesus rebuked him and said, "Be quiet, come out of him." Then the demon threw the man down in front of them and came out of him without doing him any harm. They were all amazed and said to one another, "What is there about his word? For with authority and power he commands the unclean spirits, and they come out." And news of him spread everywhere in the surrounding region. The Gospel of the Lord. So in seminary, I took 4 years of philosophy and then 4 years of theology, and I enjoyed philosophy better. Right? It was relatable. I could kind of relate it to my human experience. Theology was a little bit like theoretical, a little bit more heady. It was good. It was fine. But philosophy is not just like abstract study. It is actually a form of revelation. So we speak of faith and reason. John Paul II speaks of faith and reason as being two wings on which the human spirit can fly to the contemplation of the truth. Reason is a very high form of God revealing himself to us. And at the end of my college seminary, the little dissertation we wrote, I kind of came to the conclusion, it wasn't the heart of my project, but I came to the conclusion that our ability to reason is actually spiritual. Like it's something that transcends the here and now. It goes beyond just earth. It totally differentiates us from the animals. You don't see animals doing a lot of reasoning. I mean, they're kind of smart. They know how to make judgments and stuff like that, but they don't stop and contemplate. A cow might contemplate, actually, because you see it chewing its cud. I like that. It's just out there contemplating. But anyway, I don't know what he's thinking about. I don't think he's transcending the universe and reflecting on himself like we are able to do. That's pretty cool. That's pretty powerful that we are able to do that. So I'm just like, hey, that's spiritual. That's something transcending the normal realm of things. So I guess I say that today because St. Paul is talking about the spirit in contrast to the natural man. And sometimes what is spirituality? What is being spiritual? It kind of gets all lofty. No, I don't know. It is, okay. But it's also like something very innate to our human nature, especially our reasoning abilities. So I'll say it again. Grace perfects our nature. Okay, so reason is part of our nature. Grace perfects that. So we become like pretty wise when we allow God's grace to perfect our reason. It's not something that's like contradictory to earthly things. It just goes above. It's just like a super broad perspective on life. We've got insight and wisdom into things. So St. Paul had that. He had some deep knowledge of the mystery of God too. But what I'm getting at today is that the grace of God perfects our already innate ability to reason. So we can take the sciences and life matters and stuff and like have a pretty intense perspective on that with our Christian understanding and with the grace of God and the Holy Spirit working in the midst of that. Kind of see what I'm saying? So just let's not downplay reason. Let's use it as a way to really contemplate God, to really go deep into the mysteries of God. Let him speak to us. Let him perfect the nature that he's already given us. Philosophy, human wisdom, our reasoning ability, it is spiritual. It is a way that makes us godlike. It transcends the here and now. And when we use it to really pierce the deep mysteries of God. It's a beautiful thing. It's an encounter for us with him, and it's a way for us to then be God-like in whatever sphere we work in, whatever field of work we have. We can bring a deep insight into that because of God perfecting our reason.